Welcome friends to Guru Shakti channel of learning. This video is on one of the concept under chapter 2 theory of consumer behavior, ordinal utility analysis. We can rate the commodities based on the kind of satisfaction we are getting. But since we use many different commodities, more than rating, we rank them based on what we prefer to use more. So we keep on choosing between different commodities. This idea that we always use more than one commodity and rank them as per priority of that moment is the basis for the ordinal utility analysis. This has given rise to the concept called indifference curve. Let us know what exactly it is. Notice over here, the consumer has the choice of choosing between bananas and mangoes. At the beginning, the consumer prefers more of mangoes than bananas. That is, only one banana is preferred and 15 mangoes are demanded by him or her. Next, you can notice that the consumer wanted to have one extra banana and to take one more banana gave up 3 mangoes. The consumption bundle thus at second situation is B, that is 2 bananas and 12 mangoes are being demanded. The more the consumer wants to have bananas, he or she is forced to leave mangoes or sacrifice mangoes. Even in the third situation, the consumption bundle C shows that for one more additional banana, the consumer has given up 2 mangoes. At situation 4, in order to have one more banana, the consumer has given up 1 mango. A, B, C and D represents the combinations of 2 different commodities that gives the same utils of satisfaction to the consumer. The graph represents the different consumption bundles A, B, C and D. X-axis represents bananas and Y-axis represents mangoes. And at all the points, the consumer is deriving same level of satisfaction. So what is a indifference curve? It is a curve, a graphical representation that is obtained by joining all the points of consumption bundle. It represents different consumption bundles of a consumer. Consumer is indifferent means that at each bundle, the level of satisfaction is equal. The consumer wants his or her satisfaction to be same at all the level, or the consumer wants it to be constant at every consumption stage. You can notice that the indifference curve is convex to the origin. Let's move towards another concept related to the same indifference curve. Marginal rate of substitution. It refers to the rate at which the consumer is substituting one substance with another. In other words, it is actually the ratio of change in consumption of commodity Y and commodity X. Consider the example. If Y means mangoes and X means bananas, at situation 2, marginal rate of substitution is 3:1. 3 is obtained by finding the difference between 12 and 15 in terms of mangoes and 1 and 2 in terms of bananas. At situation 3, marginal rate of substitution is 2:1. Again, obtained through finding out the difference between 10 and 12 in terms of mangoes and 3 and 2 in terms of bananas. Lastly, at situation 4, marginal rate of substitution is 1:1. Thus, marginal rate of substitution is just a ratio that depicts how much of one commodity has been given up in order to get one extra unit of another commodity. You can notice that the marginal rate of substitution falls considerably with every additional unit of other commodity. In this, you can notice that the consumer prefers to sacrifice lesser and lesser unit of mangoes with every additional unit of banana. First, the consumer gave up 3 mangoes, next 2 mangoes, and next only 1 mango. This tendency in terms of marginal rate of substitution is termed as the law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. What if the consumer is giving up and taking in the perfect substitutes such as 10 rupee note and 10 rupee coin? Here, marginal rate of substitution remains constant. Whether you have a note or a coin, it hardly matters. What matters is the amount in hand and its whether considered as legal tender or not. Here, giving up and taking in ratio, that is marginal rate of substitution, remains constant. This will give us a straight indifference curve rather than an indifference curve which is convex to the origin. Another concept, that is monotonic preferences. What does this mean? A consumer is said to have a monotonic preference. What does this mean? This refers to how the consumers will choose among the different bundles that is existing in front of them. If there exist two bundles, bundle A and bundle B of different commodities, the consumer is more likely to choose the bundle A because comparatively it has more stuff, hence the satisfaction level is more in terms of bundle A. Among the two given bundles, the consumer will have the tendency to choose bundle A. This tendency is called monotonic preference. Thank you for watching.